So we're a good little bit through the deconstruction process on this Suburban. Had some title issues that didn't seem like they would ever get ironed out because of a let's just say paperwork issue. But here it is. It's got lots of good donor parts. Pretty nasty on the inside from mice. All the spark plug wires, all the TBI wiring, everything has been pretty much completely chewed apart. If you can see, it's missing about 3/4 of its plug boot on this one, and most all the other wires are chewed all the way back to the cap. Pretty crazy. Anyhow, thought I'd show you guys something that I discovered. So at least in the 81 through 87 models that I've had, I've not seen seatbelt bolts that were regular hex head. Most of the time they're T50. Well, I think this is in the transition period because there were I think all the floor, seatbelt to floor bolts from the second row back, or sorry, for the second row were T50 on the bottom, but then this 3/4 or 21 millimeter up top. This is a way better scenario. I've broken a million of these T50 bits like this. This is a 45, but as you can see, this one has started to twist, and that's just from hand tools. I break them with hand tools all the time. So finally today I actually found a T50 impact bit, so we'll see if that does anything. We'll show you the difference here shortly. Okay guys, rear door removal, Suburban or crew cab. So seatbelt bolt off for your shoulder belt. Take that out, then take your upper trim piece out. You can take this trim piece here off. There will be this harness that goes through the door here. You'll have to pull these down, unclip your harnesses, and then pull it out here. There's two little push rivets or whatever you want to call them that hold it onto the door. Pull that out, pull your harness out, and then there are 2 bolts in here, 3 bolts in here, and that's how you take your door off if you want the hinges on the door. If you don't want to take your interior panels apart, then you can take a 14 millimeter wrench or a 9/16, and there's 3 here and 3 here, but you still have to take your harness apart, obviously. So with hinges, without hinges. Front door, very much the same. Reach up in here. You have to pull down to reveal the well, hell, I don't know where I tucked all that to. Anyway, same setup on the front, except unless you can drive the door pins out, which I don't know why you'd try with it bolted, but it can bolt with the hinge left on the door. here we have what's left of the R2500 91. Try to use everything we can off of it. Little Charles putting in work. Towed her on up here. So I gotta cut the latch bolts from the underside because I can't get the door open. I guess after 12 plus years of sitting, that the latch is seized, and I get in there with the rods and couldn't do nothing with it. So that'll be last after I take the bumper off. So anyway, trying to pull everything out of it possible. Even took several wiring harnesses out. They can be reused. Probably take these AC lines out all the way to the back because they're in good shape and nobody remakes them. So I think that's about the gist of it. Motor and tranny is gonna go to somebody. It was a 454 4L80. It's still mine. Somebody's supposed to come by it this evening, but if they don't, I'll probably hang on to it for a moment, figure it out. What we will do today is cut these seat brackets out, because if you had a standard cab, a crew cab, or a Suburban with a bench front seat and you put bucket front seats in it, these two brackets are great to have. So we're going to cut those out and keep them.